The biggest issue, and we have a few minutes left here, the biggest issue to me, when I go to my clients and I say, okay, here's what's going on, we can do these significant transactions. The common response is, yeah, I'm okay with the small gifts, the medium-sized gifts, but now you're talking big dollars. With big dollars, wait a second. I know how much I'm worth a lot of money, but you know what? I might need that money. I'm not dead yet. What I call financial insecurity. So what are the techniques to deal with financial insecurity? Normally, the traditional ones take care of this issue. And so the small, medium size, we take care of the issue. And that would be what I call inside spouse method. You have an irrevocable trust, could be an island, I call family gifting trust because they can include anything. So you have one spouse on the inside and one spouse on the outside. As long as the inside spouse is there, we're good to go. Inside spouse is always protected. They always have access to the assets. Outside spouse gets their access through their spouse. What happens if there's divorce or the inside spouse dies? We then go to loans. We can loan the money out, assuming it's done properly and the trustee's friendly. We can loan the money out to the client grantor. We can also make distributions to adult children, and they can gift it back to mom or dad. We can also use grants, finance sales, sales for a promissory note, and other split interest transactions, so you're actually getting value back, and so you're getting value that way. That normally works, but when we talk about big dollars, that may not always work. So what else is there? You have, I got 1 minute. Non-reciprocal trusts. That's the first place you go. So you have one spouse on the outside, one spouse on the inside, and then you do the opposite on a second trust. And you just watch out for the reciprocal trust doctrine, which is kind of nasty. You got to worry about that, but it can be done. And that way, each spouse is in for half. They're always on the inside for half. They have access. On the outside, they're indirect access through these other methods. You can utilize LLCs, FLPs, partnerships to put the assets into, so they can get access through the entity that the marketable assets are in, and then you transfer those to the trust.
In that case, you've leveraged the gift too, so you may be able to give away $15 million versus 10.
Exactly. And all these things, you might want to do multiple of these as opposed to just one. The one that comes up though is to say, well, okay, well, you can actually be direct discretionary beneficiary. The problem is, to the extent it's a problem, is that you need a corporate fiduciary primarily in that state. A lot of my clients will say, wait a second, I don't have a corporate fiduciary now, and I don't want them in my life right now. I don't either want to pay them, or I want them controlling my life. And so that stops a lot of them. So then the question is, what else could we do since I don't need them now? Trust protector, a broad testamentary limited power of appointment, are basically two different ways to get the grantor back in a way that we hope is tax okay. It's not proven, there's not law on it, it's espoused, it's discussed, and we hope it's okay, but it's definitely a little bit more on that cutting edge. The last one is a beneficiary tax grantor trust. That's your single person, you're on the outside, you're on the inside, you have a family member or a third party set up the trust for you, so you're not the creator. You get a $5,000 contribution in, little seed money, you have it lapse, and then you are the beneficiary tax grantor of the grantor trust, and then you can make sales and things like that in order to pump the trust up. So if you're a single person or you're married, you can both be on the inside. So those are the techniques that are out there. But if you have any questions, we're out of time. Thank you very much.
Russell, Richard, thank you very much. We appreciate it. There's always complexity. Next on the hit